version of a story doesn't tell all that needs to be told. And every remake has a story behind that story of the original story. This is the making of Total Recall. Few movies capture the worlds created by Philip K. Dick. Most, some might say, don't. So what would make prop assistant turned director Len Wiseman want to remake the 1990 classic?
In 1998, Gus Van Sant changed the filmmaking world. Len Wiseman's just following in his footsteps.
How did he do that exactly?
Really? You don't know?
I really don't.
With Psycho. Van Sant's shot-for-shot remake was one of the greatest movies of all time. It gave Len Wiseman the inspiration for the Underworld movies to be shot-for-shot remakes of each other. But the studio says there's only so many times that Len Wiseman can rehash the same plot, so Len Wiseman wrote down a lot of the names of movies, put them in a hat, and picked one at random. But Len Wiseman didn't want to remake The Avengers. It hadn't even come out yet. Come to think of it, Len Wiseman doesn't even know why Len Wiseman put it in the hat in the first place. So Len Wiseman picked another one. But Len Wiseman didn't want to remake the remake of The Italian Job. So Len Wiseman picked again. And Total Recall came out. Len Wiseman didn't know anything about it, but it sounded good.
Wiseman took his idea to the studio. Due to his lack of knowledge of the movie, when he pitched it, he described the plot of HMS Pinafore, the only storyline he can retain in his memory after a directing accident early in his career left him without talent. The studio, being big fans of his ability to make money from bad movies, agreed entirely. In order to make the story of Total Recall closer to the plot of Pinafore, Len Wiseman scrapped all the Mars set story, because at no point do Sir Joseph Porter or Captain Concorin take the Pinafore to the Red Planet. The studio were adamant that Mars was an important part of the story.
The Suits really wanted the story to go to Mars, so Len Wiseman put a team together and we spent a lot of time thinking about it. How it would fit with the story, the character arc, and more importantly, how we could get to Mars and film there with the budget they'd given us. In the end, it just wasn't feasible.
Couldn't you have built a set or shot on green screen?
What's a set?
After a knee injury on the set of Minority Report, Colin Farrell believed himself to be the reincarnation of Philip K. Dick, and has made a pact with Satan to be in every Philip K. Dick movie until the end of his real life.
I'm Colin Farrell, and I'm Irish. But I play a lot of Americans because we sound pretty similar. I like punching people.
In movies?
Mostly in the face. But in the movies, in the supermarket, in the gym. Wherever they are, if they have faces, I like punching them.
Having won her in a raffle in 2004, Len Wiseman is known for casting his wife, Kate Beckinsale, in all his movies.
Len Wiseman bought a ticket because Len Wiseman really wanted a new toaster, but Len Wiseman got a new wife. Len Wiseman's old wife wasn't impressed, but she soon died from being locked in the basement and starved to death.
It was so surprising when Len cast me in yet another of his movies. I literally almost died with excitement. Like his last wife, when we locked her in the basement and starved her to death.
Len Wiseman's favorite thing is putting Len Wiseman's wife in movies, because seeing her with other men excite Len Wiseman into a violent rage. And frankly, that's the only time Len Wiseman really feel emotion. Len Wiseman guesses it's true what they say. Money can't buy you a personality. Or talent. Or a cat with the skin on the inside out.
Do you know, Patrick Swayze was meant to be the lead in Verhoeven's original Total Recall, but unfortunately, he died 19 years later. We'll be right back after these messages. To publicize the original Total Recall, Sharon Stone stripped for Playboy magazine to entice male viewers to come to the movie. For the 2012 remake, Colin Farrell opted for a sex change operation, and his shoot is out in Playboy this month. Now, back to the making of Total Recall. As with all summer blockbusters, Total Recall is packed full of action.
There's lots of jumping off things. As you've seen by the trailer, it's almost 90% jumping off things, because jumping is exciting. Audiences love downward vertical motion.
Don't audiences like plot and character development?
No, just jumping. It's like that phrase, jumped out of Len Wiseman's skin. Audiences love to watch people jumping, almost as much as they like to watch people falling and then landing. Although not necessarily in that order. Len Wiseman spent almost $2 million researching how to have someone land, then fall, then jump.
Couldn't you just reverse footage of someone jumping?
You are a genius.
One of the set pieces not long after Farrell's character goes through the recall process involves a spectacular one-shot fight scene.
It was mad, I tell ya. Learning all these moves, hidden in this way, hidden in that way. I did it all in one go.
On the 25th take.
Yeah, but I did it all in one go. 3 died in the process, but it was worth it.
Was it?
Well, I got paid.
One of the most closely guarded secrets of Total Recall is the stars Wiseman has cameoing in the film.
Len Wiseman's so excited about the cameos. Len Wiseman thinks fans are gonna go crazy, seeing familiar characters in unfamiliar situations.
I'm Sharon Stone, and in this version of Total Recall, I play the recall machine. It was a real challenge playing an inanimate object, but I think I brought some real heart and character to it. Plus, I got paid.
Lead of the original, Arnold Schwarzenegger, comes back in this iteration.
I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger, the former governor, and I'm proud to be back in the Total Recall universe, playing both a wall and a potted plant.
Don't you have better things to be doing?
Sure, they really wanted me. Plus, I got paid.
In addition to returning characters to the series, the production team scored an A-lister for a cameo.
Len Wiseman knows it's just a small part, and it cost us $20 million, but it was worth it.
One of the most famous characters in Total Recall is Kuato, and he's being played by...
I'm Tom Cruise, and I play Quado, and I'm married to Katie Holmes, and she lives in the basement, yeah!
Total Recall, this year's most vertical descending action-packed remake, is out August 3rd. If you like jumping, falling, and landing, it's totally for you.
Here's some fun facts. The population of space is 5 people in the International Space Station. Space is a lot bigger than Earth.
Not again.